Yeah, the topic is all about climate and disasters. We are in Department of Agronomy Group 6. Subgroup is 11, Module Basis Environmental Science, Component Climatology, whereby lecture is Taisile Toneste. The group members, we have Nyomukiza Alice Noella, her leg number 223008740. Munezero Aniseti, his leg number 223015757. Hawenimana Claudine, her leg number 223010568. So let's start by content. We have quiz, introduction, element of climate, fact affecting climate, advantages of climate, disadvantages of climate, types of disasters, causes of disasters, negative effects of disasters, positive effects of disasters, answers to quiz, and lecture conclusion. Quiz. Some quizzes we may obtain, or questions we can obtain on our topic. We have what's disasters, what is the type of disasters, list the effects of disasters, list the elements of climate, list the factors affecting climate, list the advantages of climate. Let's start by the introduction. Climate refers to the long-term patterns and averages of weather conditions in a particular region over an extended period of time, whereby disasters are events or occurrences that result in significant disruptions, damage, and loss of lives, property, and livelihoods. That's all. Let's go on the elements of climate. Elements of climate, you have temperature. Temperature is a crucial element of climate, representing the average condition of heat occurred in a specific area over an extended period of time. You may find that the attention of heat are caused by the sun and on Earth's surface by the long time of period, which may cause climate. Another element is precipitation. Precipitation refers to the amount of water in various forms such as rain, snow, sleet, and hail that falls from the atmosphere to the Earth's surface. Humidity. Humidity is the measure of water vapor present in the air. Humidity is the measure of water vapor present in the air. Another element we have is wind. Wind is the movement of air across the Earth's surface and plays an vital in redistributing heat and moisture around the globe. Another element we have atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure refers to the force extended by the weight of air above a given point on Earth's surface. Let's go. There are many factors affecting climate. In those factors, we include distance from the sea, the proximity to large bodies of water, such as oceans, seas, lakes, among others, can significantly influence a region climate. Another factor affecting climate, we have ocean currents. Ocean currents play a critical role a crucial role in regulating climate by redistributing heat around the globe. Another factor affecting climate, we have distance from the equator. The distance occupied by an area from the equator. You may find that some are in polar region, others are in tropical regions, others may find that are in temperate region. So that distance from the equator may also affect climate. The distance from the equator influences how much solar energy reaches a particular region. We have another factor is direction of prevailing wind. The direction where wind is prevailing to. So the prevailing wind patterns in an area can impact its climate by influencing temperature, humidity, and precipitation. Another factor we have is shape of the land, relief or topography. The topography of an area, including its elevation, mountains, valleys, hills, and slopes, can also affect local climate patterns. Let's go on advantages of climate change. Advantages of climate change. We have drought resilience. Natural ecosystem like wetlands and forests acts as sponges, capturing water during intense rainfall and storing it from times of drought. That is the first advantage of climate change. Another advantage or useful uses of climate change, we have heat wave mitigation. Urban tree cover helps cool cities by releasing water through their leaves, similar to human perspiration. Another advantage of climate change is wildfire prevention. Certain tree species like the Mediterranean cypress have shown resistance to wildfire due to their ability to retain high levels of water in their leaves. That also may be an advantage of climate change. Another advantage is desertification culture. Deforestation distributes to desertification by reducing moisture tension in the ground, leading to the expansion of deserts. It may also be an advantage of climate change through controlling desertification. Let's go on another advantage. It's coastal protection. Coastal protection and ecosystem like mangroves and coral reefs acts as natural seawalls, breaking waves before they hit the shore and reducing the impact of coastal flooding and shoreline erosion. Let's go on another advantage. We have landscape preservation. Vegetation plays a crucial role in preventing landslides by absorbing water and acquiring soil nutrients. That's also an advantage of climate change. Let's go on the advantages of climate change. As climate change have many advantages, it may also cause more disadvantages on us, as they are well described below. We have increased health risks. Increased health risks. Climate change can lead to a variety of health risks due to extreme weather events, changes in air quality, and shifts in diseases patterns. We have also disadvantage, which is food insecurity. Climate change. Changes in temperature and precipitation patterns can disrupt agricultural system, leading to crop failures, food shortages, and increased food prices. Yeah, climate change may lead to flood. Where can we grow crops that they can be harvested in drought? No. Yeah, that's the impact or disadvantage of climate change. Let's go on another disadvantage, biodiversity loss. Climate change, shifts in climate conditions can disrupt ecosystem and threaten plant and animal species with extinction. Also, it can lead to extinction of animals. Yeah, let's go on the another of disadvantages of climate change. We have social disruption. Extreme weather events like hurricanes, floods, and wildfires can displace communities, destroy infrastructures, and lead to social unrest. That's also the disadvantage of climate change. Let's go on water scarcity. This water scarcity. Climate change also may cause water scarcity. Climate change affects water availability through altered rainfall patterns, and increased evaporation rates, which may lead to water scarcity, which also is the disadvantage of climate change. We have economic impacts. Climate change can result in significant economic losses due to damage from extreme water events, decreased agricultural productivity, increased healthcare costs related to climate-induced illness, and disruptions to industries such as tourism. Yeah, let's go on the Nazakotet disasters. Disasters. Yeah, disasters. There are many types of disasters. We have natural disasters, man-made disasters, or technological disasters and natural disasters. And natural disasters, we have geographical disasters, hydrological disasters, climatological disasters, meteorological disasters, biological disasters, space disasters, and man-made disasters or technological disasters. We have environmental degradation, pollution, tourism, accidents. And natural disasters, we have food insecurity, epidemic and pandemics, displacement, displaced populations.
Natural disaster and how to prevent their effects. Number one is severe storms. Events such as hurricanes, tornadoes, and cyclones can cause widespread destruction, including damage to property and loss of life. So the cyclone, first of all, it is a large air mass that rotates around a strong center of low atmospheric pressure, counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere. So the tornadoes, this is the destructive vortex of violently rotating winds having the appearance of funnel-shaped cloud and advancing beneath a large storm system. And also the hurricanes, this is the severe tropical cyclone, usually with heavy rains and winds moving along 73 up to 136 knots. It is also another type of cyclone. So this natural disaster, we can also prevent its effect by early warning system. This system plays a crucial role in planning and preparedness efforts by furnishing information about potential hazards. Decision makers can formulate response plans, allocate resources, and take necessary steps to mitigate the consequence of a disaster. Another also how to prevent its effect, it is also mitigation measures. So the mitigation measures is how we can reduce the effect or control the major effect that caused that disasters. This is here we can say like, for example, like these hurricanes. So we can also improve the major ways or the modern ways of preventing these strong winds, because it also damage the property, the loss of life, and also it can also affect mainly human beings. Another also how we prevent this effect is community preparedness. This is the encouragement of the citizen, giving more information the citizen related to how we can prevent those strong winds, related to how they can avoid those winds, so that it can also mitigate those destructive. So the other is floods. The flooding, whether caused by heavy rainfall, storms, surges, or dam failure, can lead to significant property damage and displacement of population. So mainly floods, it is caused by heavy rainfall, but mainly at the hilltop or the landslide. So it can cause main effect to the population or to the community. So some properties can be damaged, displacement of people, some people may die, and many other effects. So prevent the effect by implement proper drainage system. So this is the establishment of better training of the community or the citizen on how can improve the better ways of avoiding floods. So this one technique can be used: terraces, mulching of the crops, and the other ways. Elevate critical utilities. Flood-proof structure. So the flood-proof structure, it is mainly used in the agricultural process, where we can apply the mulching process, where for covering the crops in order to reduce the movement of water. So the other natural disaster is earthquakes. Suddenly, the earthquake is the shaking of the ground due to the tectonic movement. This can result in the building collapsing, landslide, and tsunamis in coastal areas. So we can prevent the effect by implement building codes and the regulations. This building codes and regulation means building foundation for a safe, green, and inclusive built environment. It is typically applied in sub-Saharan Africa. So the other is conduct seismic retrofitting as the better ways of preventing this effect of the earthquakes. This is the highlight the urgency of improving the seismic performance of rural houses. So the other is raise public awareness and the preparedness. This is the major way of preventing this effect of the earthquakes. So by providing a training to the members of the community, where this training help the community or the citizen to provide the basic medical care in the event of the disaster. So the other natural disaster is the wildfires. This is the uncontrollable fires in forests or urban areas that can destroy vast expanses of land, homes, and infrastructure. So, as the meaning, I think that this is the typically the fires in the forest or urban areas, so it can lead to many effects to the community, such as the damage of infrastructure, homes, and so on. So we can prevent this effect by limit wildfire fuel. This is the main rate to the major use of this fuel for limiting those impact. Create resilient forest and build wildfires resistant homes. So the other natural disaster is can continue about the human caused disaster and how prevent their effects. As we know, the disaster are classified into two categories: natural disaster and human disaster. So the human disaster, it is mainly caused by human activities. So number one is industrial accident. So the industrial accident means mishaps in industrial settings like chemical spills, explosions, or structural failures can have severe consequences for workers and nearby communities. So the industrial accident lead to negative effect to the people near those industry, to the people working in the industry. So those people can be damaged, some people can be died, some people can lead to the accident. So we can prevent its effect by implement proper training programs. This is the better ways of establishing training to the people working in the industry of the better ways of protecting their bodies while working in the industry or while preparing the products in the industry. The other is conduct regular safety inspections. Another is also promote a culture of safety. This, as a citizen, you have to conduct the culture of safety, the better ways of protecting our body. Yeah. So the other is the shooting. The shooting is also a human disaster. This is the mass shooting or individual acts of violence that lead to the loss of life and psychological trauma for survivors and witnesses. We prevent the effect by implement secure storage and shared access prevention laws, and also enact extreme risk laws. We also can prevent its effect by pass comprehensive gun laws. Another also is acts of terrorism. The acts of terrorism, there be attacks on civilians or infrastructure with the aim of causing fear, destruction, or political change fall under this category. So we prevent the effect by enhancing intelligence and information sharing. This is where we can share information for the better ways of prevent this effect of the acts of terrorism. Implementing counter-terrorism measures, and also promoting community engagement and awareness. This is the promotion of community for better involvement or engagement to different services of the country. Another also is the incident of mass violence. So these events involving widespread violence that result in significant harm to individuals and communities. So we prevent the effect by early intervention and support programs, strengthening mental health services, promoting community engagement and resilience building. Another also is
So I'm going to talk about the cause of disasters. The first one is weather and climate event. Natural disasters can be caused by weather phenomena such as typhoons, intense storming, heat waves, and shift of precipitation patterns. There is also earthquake. Earthquake occurs due to the sudden fracturing of the earth crust, leading to seismic activity that can destruction in populated area near the epicenter. There is also landslide. Landslide involves the movement of large masses of rocks, debris, and soil down slope. They can be triggered by heavy rainfall, saturating unstable slope, or earthquake that destabilize the terrains. There is also tsunami. Tsunami are catastrophic ocean waves generated by underwater earthquake, coastal landslide, volcano eruption, and meteor impact. There is also the volcano eruption. Large volcano eruption can produce lava flows, explosion, toxic gas, clouds, ash floods, and pyroclastic flow that damage surrounding areas. There is also the human activity. Some natural disasters are triggered by human activities such as deforestation, urbanization in high-risk areas, and climate change resulting from greenhouse gas emission. So there is also global warming. The increased impact of global warming due to human activities like burning of fossil fuels has been linked to more frequent and severe weather and climate-related natural disasters. So there is also climate change. Global warming caused by greenhouse gas emission is contributed to more frequent and severe weather events like hurricanes, droughts, floods, and heat waves. So there is also the positive effect of disasters. There is increase of awareness and the respect of nature. There is also opportunities for infrastructure improvement. There is positive ecological effect. There is culture bonus and the communities links. There is also economic opportunities. There is also the scientific discoveries. There is also tourism development. There is population controlling consideration, insurance inflow, and expression through adversities. So thereafter, there is a negative effect of disasters. In negative effects of disasters, there is a physical health impact like to be disabled due to the some effects from different disasters like wars and others. there is another one called materials challenges. There is loss of life and properties. There is distribution of communities. There is the economic consequences like lack of food, lack of money, and the others. There is also environmental damages due to the some disasters like high level of rainfall. They can cause environmental damages. There is also social distribution. There is public health risks due to the some disasters like earthquake. They can cause high risk of health like death and others. Trauma and grief, long-term recovery challenges. So there is a conclusion about nature about disasters and the climate. So natural disaster plays more significance in shaping public opinion and briefs regarding climate change events such as wildfires and floods, which are expected to increase in frequency due to climate change, have the potential to influence due to climate change, have the potential to influence individual perception of climate change existence and cause by recognizing the impact of natural disasters on public attitudes. Policymakers and organizations can telecommunication strategies and disaster preparedness effort to enhance climate resilience and foster of more informed response to environment challenges. So this is the answer about the question you have been asked when you have starting our presentation. So disasters in the event or occurrence that the disasters for result in a significant destruction, damages and loss of life, property, and livelihood. For the question two, I have asked the types of disasters. There is natural disasters and human-made disasters. And for question three, we have the answers. We have emotional disasters, loss of property, dissolution of community, scarcity, consequences, economic losses, environmental damage, displacement of homeless, and others. For question 4, we have the answers. There is temperature, precipitation, atmospheric pressure, humidity, wind, and for answer to question 5, there is distance from the sea, ocean current, distance from equator, direction, preference, wind shape, and the land. So this is the reference we have been get it from. We have get it where we get our present we get our group work we have done. So this is our references. So thank you all.